Y'all didn't think I was going to get through this fast, did you? See, some of y'all are praying. So you said, if I'd known this, I'd have put my phone up a long time ago. Okay. But it also includes me. Now, I'm going to say something right now that sounds selfish. So I want everybody to just look at the person beside you and say, this is not selfish. All right, ready? Because I want y'all to say this too. Ready? Get ready. This story is about God's Christmas present to me. I got people in my family that will run you ragged to get you to go to church and they won't go. I got people in my family that fuss with some people who stay out of church so they need to be in church but they won't go. They talk about knowing God, and I asked them, I said, well, do you know God? Well, not like I should. Do you have a relationship with God? Well, what's that? That's being born again. Well, no. Well, they need to be in church. And you need to be in church. And you need to be serving God. But they keep right on talking. I go, what? It drives me crazy. You see, you know, God so loved the world and sent His Son that if I believe, I will not perish, but have everlasting life. Watch this. I was on that airplane. When I was on the airplane going up to New England, we actually made 5 between going there and coming back. We got on 5 planes, small plane, an itty bitty plane, a bigger plane, back to itty bitty planes. And every time we got on that plane, the first thing they would do was they would stop. They said, before we take off, I need you to know something. You need to have your seatbelt. When you see that sign on, put that seatbelt on. When the light goes off, you can take your seatbelt off. There's escape routes here and here. And then they say, if you're sitting there and you cannot open that door, get out of that seat, trade with somebody. It's your responsibility to open the seat, the door, if something happens over that wing. And so, on and on. But then they would take out the oxygen mask. And it said, in case there's a problem, and they would drop it, hold it, and drop it, and say, this mask is going to fall down. And here's what they said. It made me think about this. They said, if that falls down, the first thing you do is put it on yourself. They said, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. There's a lot of caregivers that have died early. There's a lot of caregivers that went without. But they were so busy trying to take care of everybody else, they didn't take care of themselves. Not realizing, they didn't see it as an act of love. They didn't realize sometimes it is as an act not only of love, but sometimes it's an unfair act because you came not around to help them as long as you could have been because you didn't take care of yourself. That's why, that's one of the biggest reasons I kept hearing my youngest say, we want Paw to be around for our youngest to be married and to do the wedding. And we want to see Paw, see them graduate high school, get married, then have kids. And Paw, you know, I got tired of being called Santa Claus too. And so really, a caregiver has to take care of this thing. All right, that doesn't mean selfish. That's not selfish, taking care of yourself. Selfish is when I see a need and I can meet that need and I don't meet it. That's selfish. But I can't hand them the two if I can't get out of bed because I'm so sick because I didn't take care of myself. All right? So now watch this. 2 things about spirituality. Number 1, I got to take care of me. First, oxygen mask comes down. If I'm going to be preaching about Jesus, I got to have Jesus in my heart. If I'm going to be talking about Jesus, I've got to have forgiveness in my heart. I've got to have the fruits of the Spirit operating in my life. If I'm going to get up here and preach to you, then I better make sure that I got this in handled. Because if not, the Bible says there's some guys that do it, and guess what? Their end is the wrong end. So, number 1, and that's what the Bible says. I have to make sure if I'm going to preach it to you, I'm living it. Number 2, I cannot give, I'm sleepy. I cannot give what I do not have. I cannot give what I do not have. 7 sons of Sceva. when they come up on this man, this demoniac, they come up and said, the Jesus whom Paul preached, we adjure you by him, come out of this man. And they said, he said, Paul we know and Jesus we know, but who are you? And the gentleman beat him up. He cannot give what you do not have. And so it's important. Salvation. We don't just need to talk about salvation. We need to have salvation. Amen? That's what's the good news. I can be saved. And I've heard many a person tell me over the years, you know what, even as lately as in the last few months, I see somebody I ain't seen in years, and they'll go, we would have thought Larry and Gary might have been preachers, but not you. I had one guy, I went to go get some gas. He was at the gas station. I hadn't seen him in 20 years. And he goes, how you doing, man? Cricket. I'm Cricket. How you doing, Cricket? Why are you dressed up? I'm taking some people in a van to the church function. He goes, ha, 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 ha. He says, really, what you doing? I said, I'm taking some people. And I didn't have the church van was not covered. It was my van. And I said, I'm taking some people to a church function. And he goes, ha! Come on, man, quit joking with me. Why are you dressed up? You go to a funeral? Somebody getting married? I said, no, I'm going to a church function. And he goes, all right, what's the joke? And I said, there is no joke. I said, I'm the pastor. And then he went, ha, ha, ha! And I said, huh? He said, you're the pastor? I said, yes. He went, Larry and Gary maybe. I didn't even think Tammy maybe. Not you. I said, dude, I'm the pastor. And do you know I gave him a calling card. I said, look at the calling card. He said, you can get them printed up for nothing. They're not going to check your ID. You can get them printed up. And so when I left, he laughed at me as I left. It took him another year or two before he actually believed that I was actually a pastor. His sister had to tell him before he would believe it. Now,